Hi guys, welcome back to this week's Technical Insight. Singapore STI index was almost flat on the close of Friday, June the 9th, as most of the major Asian indices rallied. The benchmark index nearly missed the rally in the region after a choppy session on Friday. STI rose 0.36 points or a mere 0.01% to 3,186 points. The benchmark index, which has been trading range-bound since this week, managed to notch a gain of 0.77% for over the whole week. Key Asian stock markets wrapped up the last trading day of the week last Friday, optimistic that the US Federal Reserve will pause the interest rate hike next week. And jobless claim in the US, the world's largest economy, also beat market consensus. Some Fed leadership has signaled that it sees pausing as the prudent course of action. This is because of the uncertainty about the lagged effect of the rate hike it has already delivered. And the impact of tighter bank credit increased the risk of accidental over-tightening. According to CME Fed Watch tool, which calculates the probabilities of change to the Fed rate and US monetary policies, as implied by the 30-day Fed Fund futures pricing data, it seems that expectations for a near-term hike are merely whittled down but not abandoned, as 80% odds of a 25 basis point hike at the Fed's July meeting is still in place. The top-performing STI constituent stock on Friday was Thai Beverage, which rose 3.6% to 0.575. Yangtze Shipbuilding was at the bottom of the performance chart after declining 2.3% to $1.27. Trading volumes on Friday came in at 1.16 billion securities worth a total value of 1 billion Sing dollars. Winners also outnumbered losers 269 to 233. The three largest constituent stocks by market cap on the index are still the three local banks, DBS, UOB, as well as OCBC. All three of them did not fare any better than the STI index, with both the DBS and UOB closing down 0.6% and 0.49% respectively, while UOB was flat. So will the STI index and the three banks catch up with the rally in Asia as well as the US market overnight? Let's take a look at the chart to find out. First, let's look at DBS Group share prices. For the past 1 week, it is up 1.24%. However, for the past 1 month, it's down 3.04%. Year to date, it's down 8.6%. Last Friday closing price at $30.91 is actually clinging on to the July 2022 low around the $30.98 level. Now, key support level to watch out for DBS Group share price would definitely be the July low that you see last year around the level of $29.45. Now, connecting the low point in July last year and the May low that we see this year, you have a green uptrend line that could support the share price of DBS shares. Now, this trend line now coincides with the lower bound of the Bollinger Band around the level of $30.26, and that could provide a good entry point for DBS Group share price. On the resistance side, the first resistance level you would see above last Friday closing price would definitely be the March low, which was a support level in March this year. However, it could have a change in polarity and become a resistance level for DBS Group share price now. Now, this level is around the $31.70 level. Just slightly above that, we also have a double bottom formation, which could also have a change in polarity around the September to October period of last year, and that is around the $32.12 level. So these are the near-term levels to watch out for DBS Bank share prices. Next, let's look at the technical indicators. On the MACD indicator, you can see that at the end of May, the MACD line actually crossed above the signal line, and that means that it can be at the start of an uptrend for DBS Group share price. However, the MACD line is not seen diverging away from the signal line, hence the momentum of the uptrend might still be very weak and be in the early stages. Both the MACD line and the signal line are also below the zero baseline, and that also means that momentum is still weak for DBS Group share price. If the MACD line or signal line starts to cross above the zero baseline in the MACD indicator, it will mean an acceleration in the momentum strength, and that could mean that a bounce of a DBS share price is more likely. On the RSI side, the latest reading at 43.48 last Friday is about 7 points below the 50-point neutral mark, which also says that momentum in DBS Bank share price now is still rather weak. The 14 days moving average of the RSI reading is at 43.11, which is also below the 50-point neutral mark, and hence momentum of the DBS Bank share price for the past 14 days is still weak as well. So with both the MACD indicator and the RSI concluding that there's weak momentum in DBS Bank share price right now, traders should be careful and take a prudent approach when re-entering into DBS Bank share price. And the level of the lower bound on the Bollinger Band at $30.26, as well as the July low last year at $29.45, would provide a margin of safety for traders getting back into the DBS Bank share price. Next, let's look at UOB share prices. For the past 1 week, it is down 0.07%. For the past 1 month, it's down 0.98%. And year to date, it's down 8.2%. Key support level to watch out for UOB Group share price would definitely be this level over here, which is the May low of this year at around the price of $27.38. Now, connecting this May low with the October low that you see last year, you would have an uptrend support line, which is highlighted in green over here, and that could provide further support for UOB Group share price going forward. Now, this uptrend green line, as you can see over here, have also found confluence with the lower bound of the Bollinger Band, which is around the $27.58 level. So around the $27.58 level and the May low of $27.38 level, this could provide a zone of support for UOB Group share price going forward. On the resistance side, definitely the near-term resistance would be the May high that you see over here, and that's around the level of $28.53. Just slightly below this, you have the upper bound of the Bollinger Band at $28.34. However, if the UOB Group share price were to break through this level of resistance level of $28.53, the next resistance level could well be the April high that you see over here, which is around the $30.27 level. Next, let's look at the technical indicators. MACD line crossed above the signal line somewhere around the 23rd of May. And we can see that both the MACD line and the signal line are actually inching towards the zero baseline on the MACD indicator. This could mean that we are in the early phase of an uptrend or a reversal upward, and this momentum has been slowly building up since the period of May till now. And once the MACD line crosses above the signal line, momentum might accelerate upwards and hence bringing in more uptrend momentum to UOB Group share price. On the RSI indicator, the latest reading at 48.53 is just around 2 points below the 50-point neutral mark, which also means that if we cross above the 50-point neutral mark in the RSI indicator, momentum could try to build up again on UOB Group share price. The 14 days moving average of the RSI reading at 44.33 is also significantly lower than the current reading of 48.53, which means that the momentum has been building up for the past 10 days or so for the RSI indicator. So with both the MACD and the RSI concurring that we are seeing momentum starting to build up in UOB Group share price, it could be a good idea for traders to look at the lower bound of the Bollinger Band at $27.58 or even the May low of $27.38 to get back into UOB Group share price. So with that, we have come to the end of this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this week's updates. If you find this video useful, do give us a like and a share. And as always, trade safe, and I'll catch you again next week in the next Technical Insights.